Hello, internet passers-by. Welcome back to Napcast. As always, I'm Rebel and Choice. Joining me once again today, Sean.
Yo.
And Melina.
What is up, my potties?
A little restrained on that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's a new environment, so
You gotta break
test
it
the
in.
waters. Yeah.
Actually, I was editing the episodes, however long ago, and when it was the anime lane. Both times we recorded last time, I introduced you and you went, wee-hoo. And I'm listening back on editing and I'm like, why did neither of us
Yeah, I didn't
point that out?
I didn't clock that.
I just have days, because for some reason, it always catches me slightly off guard
Hmm.
when you introduce me, so it's always different, because I'm just like, ah!
Yeah.
I just introduce myself with whatever the hell comes up in my head at that moment.
Yeah, see, that's what I did. And then I went, wee-hoo, apparently.
Wee-hoo.
Yahoo!
Yeah, but this intro is pretty down. You know, I
Yeah.
do vary between what's up potties and what's up my potties.
I didn't even notice.
I've never even noticed, but usually I'm just skipping over you when I'm editing, so.
I'm taking that very personally.
Well, I skip over him too, so.
Oh, okay, no, then it's fine.
I don't care.
I just check where I do the hello and then I cut.
Are you not checking if I'm peaking?
Sometimes it
Okay.
depends.
Bad
You just
editor.
first turn the volume way down.
Yeah.
Bad editor.
You do it then.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't anger the editor. He's the only
Alright.
one we've got.
I don't trust you to do it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have that power over me.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
Is it-
edit.
No.
You can't edit.
Is it just me or is the right side louder than the left right now?
My left is louder.
I feel like I can't hear anything from the left.
I feel like my left is louder.
That's
Okay,
weird.
Sean, we're not trusting you though.
Why did you fucking ask then?
She said it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's weird. The headphones feel off, but
Yeah,
it's whatever.
we love having audio issues on this podcast.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just,
Best case scenario, nobody on the who's listening could understand what the fuck. we're
yeah,
talking about.
it
They
could just be a
hear the
monitor problem
wah,
on
wah,
our
wah.
part.
Wah, wah.
What's today's episode about, guys?
Talking about the Oscars, boys.
Speaking of Oscar-worthy videos,
About Not again.
Wow, no way, that won Best Original
Oh,
Song.
we're slowly
Oh,
losing our
man.
mind. We still have another episode after this
Shush,
too.
shush, we'll be fine.
Welcome to Nap.
Something's definitely happened to the mixer again because we're not as loud as we were.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I don't know what's happened. My mouth is jammed right next to my pop filter, and I'm barely going above the yellow. I'd normally be
Wow.
hitting the red right now.
Why do I get the feeling this episode's going to be lost?
And we're all talking, and when we're all talking, it's not really peaking. I don't know what the fuck's
I'm
going
shocked.
on with our
What
mi-
is this?
Like, we're going into the red, but normally we're hitting the top.
Yeah, usually
Yeah.
we're way up there. It's fine.
I don't know what's going on
That's
anymore.
Don't
fine.
think about it. Don't
I
think about it.
moved. I just moved it over a little bit, and it's like.
And you fucked it.
Yeah, exactly. It's over.
I mean, I think I've actually
Because we
corrected the
didn't see-
problem. Whatever I
The
did
mystery
fixed
machine. This is all the mystery machine.
it. Whatever I've done's fixed it though.
There's a
great.
small bolt inside the machine that's just moving about, and you put it in the
The
correct
thing is,
position.
Yeah.
you potentially could be correct.
Yeah, I know.
Something could be loose inside.
I'm aware. I know how these work.
I just hope we don't have to spend another £90 on a mixing desk.
Or more.
Or more. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably just end up buying the same thing again, because
Yeah.
that's about as affordable as they come.
If
Yeah.
it ain't broke.
Yeah.
Well, if it is broke,
It
get
is
it.
broke, yeah. Anyway, Oscars. I apologize for this fucking nonsense right now.
Yes, we are well aware of the Oscars by the time this comes out. Long done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've happened.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
they fully happen. But we just kind of want to talk about the Oscars as an overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not
Uh-huh.
even necessarily the current Oscars, it's just the
Yeah.
Oscars in general.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is a bold attempt for us because I don't think any of us have prepped anything.
Absolutely not.
I
I
watch Poor Things.
I just looked
I
up
wondered
the...
what you were gonna say for a
Yeah,
second.
exactly same.
The exact same thing happened on last week.
Yeah, when we went into our fucking business call and we talked about this.
We were struggling to come up with like any topic for now, and I just suddenly was like, I forgot to tell you guys I watched Poor Things. So I just suddenly we were just I don't know.
And both
I watched Poor Things
simultaneously
yesterday.
in both me and Michael's minds. It sounded like you said, "I watched Poor Things."
Yeah. There was a way you dragged it out that was like, oh.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't think we have that kind of friendship.
So what did you guys do this week? Well,
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know what you guys get up to.
So,
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, the Oscars.
Yeah.
they exist.
Yeah, we all like film.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
We all have opinions,
Yup.
Yeah.
especially about the Oscars.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, what do we think about general ideas of the Oscars? Like, we could go as far back as the nomination bits. 'Cause I think the nomination process itself is a bit.
Yeah, I think the whole process of the Oscars is
Yeah.
a fucking farce at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to go into detail on that? Because
So-
I know about the Oscars. It's just like the whole like process. Though, is something
Yeah.
I've never fully looked too much into.
The thing is it's so overcomplicated. It's almost the
There's like,
American election system in a way.
oh, so
Yeah.
like it's purposely like you're thrown through loops so you can get like the results that people actually want,
A little bit. It's more that like
which isn't even fully how the U.S. election system really
Yeah.
works. But you know,
it's more that like you can submit your film as long as it qualifies, and then it's up to the Academy to shortlist it,
Yeah.
which the process depends on the category.
okay.
I think generally it's open mostly to the Academy as a whole.
Okay.
Some specialized categories are you have to have
Certain
experience.
certain qualifications.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whereas
Yeah.
stuff like best animated film, everyone can just vote on that. And then from there, you're shortlisted down to four,
5 or 6.
five or
Yeah,
six.
It's like a handful.
Yeah, and then you get nominations off of the back of that shortlist, which I think is 4.
I don't know actually.
I can't remember. It's such a strange process.
Yeah.
Um,
It doesn't feel as like sturdy. So like
Yeah,
I was gonna say formal, but it is a very formal thing.
It
it
is,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've really tried to position themselves to be like the highest regard.
Yeah, the most
Yeah, that's
prestige.
that's yeah.
That's what they're trying to do, but I feel like in recent years, no.
People
It's
stop
not
giving
really-
a shit and stop really viewing it like that.
I think there's
Yeah.
just been a string of like,
Bad picks.
yeah,
Mm.
and then there's the whole kind of like La La Land, Moonlight thing
Yeah.
that happened. Just stuff like that. Generally, I think there's just been a lot of farces
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and general. I don't know the
Oscar
best.
baitiness.
Maybe I think that's always been a thing for years.
Yeah,
is that,
that
like,
has been. Yeah.
Oscar bait,
Yeah.
and it's generally been a thing of like the Academy versus the general audience
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
way.
There's the whole like some movies have like a whole for your consideration campaign or something along those lines where like they very much try and
Yeah.
reach for that Oscar and like their
Yeah.
marketing and stuff.
Which I don't
remember
think
Les
should.
Mis did that like yeah, that's
Yeah.
like the most egregious one I can think
Oh,
of.
absolutely.
I don't think you should be allowed to do stuff like that. I don't
No.
think you
No.
should have to. I don't think you should be able to campaign
No.
for an Oscar.
No, I think that's ridiculous because, like, film as a medium is an entertainment.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
If you think you're worthy of an Oscar, you'll find out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
submit the film. That's
see.
it. Yeah,
Exactly. You make
Yeah.
a film to make whatever you want from that film.
Mm-hmm.
You don't make it just to get an award.
no.
'Cause that's just
absolutely
a
not.
bad way to make film.
Exactly, and to think that there's people campaigning for it, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah.
The general audience isn't voting,
No.
so who are you trying to like?
Most of the time, the general audience doesn't care if the movie got
No.
an Oscar or not.
Exactly.
Like, to me, the only thing they're trying to do is trying to persuade the audience that we are capable of getting an Oscar. We are an
Uh-huh.
Oscar-winning, potentially
Yeah.
winning
Yeah.
movie.
In reality,
care.
in practicality, the entire point of getting an Oscar is just so you can like in like future projects say from Academy Award winner.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because the film is already out by the time it gets given an Oscar.
Yes.
You might get a second rush of
Yeah, but it's- by the time the Oscars come around, most of the films that are up for nomination usually aren't in theaters anymore.
No.
They might get a second run if they win,
Mm-hmm.
but generally now, I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
I don't think Poor Things is going to go back into the theaters because we're not in the same environment we were pre-pandemic.
Absolutely, yeah. Like that, the pandemic did a lot to change like theater culture.
Yeah.
which is.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm not sure that's the term I want to use, but I
It's-
can't think of a
No,
better phrase.
I see.
It's a sad state of affairs for the most part, but for stuff like this, I get it
Yeah,
because
I mean, it feels like it's been a long time coming. Anyway.
yeah, I think the general idea of like, you know, if you again that whole Academy versus general audience, if a general audience wanted to see the film, they would have gone and seen it the first time it was in the
Absolutely.
theaters, and then there's always the opportunity to see it at home, whether it's on streaming or on home video or some other way,
However you find it.
however you find it.
Yar.
But I don't think people just because of an Oscar nomination are going to rush
Yeah.
to see it in theaters.
The only film I did that for was Parasite.
Same,
'Cause
yeah.
Wow.
I was in the US at the time when it won, and then it got, you know, re-released all over. And I was like, well, you know, it won both
That's
Best
the-
International and Best Film. So I was like, fuck, this must
Yeah.
be really good.
That's like
I'd-
very exceptional, though.
Yeah, I'd say that it's really just Best International that can benefit from
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because that, you know, that makes sense.
Like if a film wins Best International, it means it's been in theaters in the US, probably in the UK as well. And if it wins that, it's
It's
absolutely getting re-released,
Absolutely.
and it's absolutely not on home video or streaming yet. So
No.
it means
Yeah.
that people actually get a chance to watch it because chances are, because it's an international film, most people have missed it
Yeah, exactly. Like
during its
because
original run.
just from those circumstances, it's going to reach a wider audience now because
exactly,
of that award.
yeah.
Because most international films, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe come from like the major festivals.
Yes. Yeah.
And so I don't want to say a general audience doesn't care much.
No, general
No.
audiences do not care about festivals.
They do not.
No,
That's
I
only
care
for
if
like
it's-
film buffs and
Yeah.
film
Yeah.
people.
Even then,
eh,
I kind of barely
Yeah.
give a shit. Like, I don't
Same.
care about
Yeah.
Cannes. I don't care about
Venice.
Venice.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Because we're not going to get to see them for another 8 months to a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that we're getting is they gave a 4-minute standing ovation.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we get out of it.
Yeah,
as a
exactly.
general audience.
This
And I'm
film
like, eh.
won the Palme d'Or. Okay, let me
Okay.
fucking watch it
Cool.
then.
What
Can
the
I
fuck is
see
that?
it?
And why can't I see it then?
Yeah, no, I think it's part of the prestige that
Yeah.
these festivals, where maybe in their history they used to be a thing of the people, but now
Yeah.
it's just a thing of the rich.
Now it's so they can
Exactly.
slap
Yeah.
things on the poster. Like
Yeah.
that's what the film festivals are for, is to slap things on the poster and attract. But general audiences don't care anymore.
No,
Um,
I don't care if a film has won an award. If it sounds cool, I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
I had interest in watching The Zone of Interest before it won
Yeah, no,
Best International Film.
I had a lecturer tell me about it because I was writing something. He was like, "Look at this as
Mm-hmm.
an example," and I was like, "Oh, that actually sounds really interesting."
Yeah.
Oh, it's also nominated for something.
Yeah.
That's great.
Not quite the same thing, I know, and it didn't really win, but I didn't watch Across the Spider-Verse because it got nominated
Yeah.
for anything. I watched it
Yeah.
because I was interested in it, just
Uh-huh.
from the plot and the characters.
Yeah, most people who went to see The Boy and the Heron, most people who watch Boy and the Heron after it comes out in home video, they're not going to watch it because it won Best Animated Film. They're going to watch it because it's a fucking Ghibli movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That the audience is already there for that.
Exactly. So it doesn't really benefit, which gets into my whole thing of like Miyazaki winning it in the first place.
Which we
Yeah.
talked a little bit about anime later.
Yeah.
We can go in
I
depth
think
on
we
that
should
now.
talk about it because
Yeah.
you know it was. Let's start from Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
a meme. The
Yeah.
fact that
Yeah.
He
It
hadn't
was-
won an Oscar. Had he done really good stuff? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Was he
Absolutely.
worthy of an Oscar at that point? Absolutely. Was The Revenant his best work?
Absolutely
No.
not.
Uh-uh.
But he deserved to have an Oscar.
Yes.
It was expected
Yes.
at that point, and so at that point, the Academy was like, "All right, here you go."
Yeah, and it is weirdly upsetting to me
Mm-hmm.
because I think they should have a category like a lot of like the VMAs and the Billboard
They
Awards.
should have
the
Lifetime Achievement
Achievement
Awards, yes.
like,
Yes.
sort of like, is it what the BAFTAs do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
BAFTAs have them as well. Similar
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Why
yeah, yeah.
not? Just once, you know, every season you have maybe 2 or 3 Lifetime Awards.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be great.
Yeah, there's so many actors I think that would get that would like
Yeah.
deserve that. Like I'm thinking like Tom Hanks and like Leo DiCaprio and stuff.
Absolutely.
Absolutely does earn those Lifetime Awards, not just because they're that good and they've done so much good
Yeah.
stuff.
Let's just say, I think it needs it for, it's needed for directors, actors.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
a gamut of things, even editors and sound designers, because they generally
Yes.
don't get the same level of attention.
Yeah.
I absolutely think that there needs to be a lifetime achievement, because I mean, fucking Ben, oh god, Star Wars guy.
Oh, like the editor for Star Wars.
No, the sound guy.
Oh fuck.
I don't
Ben
think
Bart?
that's his name.
Ben Bart.
Is it Ben Bart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He absolutely deserves one.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
he crafted like so many iconic sounds just from those movies.
Yep.
And a whole bunch of movies from that era.
Yeah.
Like working with Spielberg and like Lucas and stuff.
So
But nothing.
nothing. No. So that's it. It's like we need lifetime achievement awards, and as someone actually pointed out, is that this year felt kind of like a lot. Some of the awards were kind of lifetime achievement awards
Yeah.
disguised in
Basically just, giving them the award. It's a formality.
yeah.
Yeah.
kind of.
But I do. If I look at it like that, I'm like, oh, it's kind of unfair though.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
Like, it's
putting
not serving the
across
purpose then.
Spider-Verse
Yeah.
across Miyazaki, and you're like, well, yeah,
Of course,
course they're gonna
Miyazaki's
give
gonna
it.
get
Uh-huh.
it.
yeah, that's so unfair. It's not nepotism in any way,
No.
but you're
No.
still like, we all know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do
like,
I think he deserves an award? Yeah. Right now, for this,
for that movie?
No. No, absolutely.
He got his lifetime achievement award. That was Spirited Away.
And I'd say that
Yeah.
it was more deserved for Spirited Away.
Yeah.
You can look. We said what we said about that movie,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
still that's still a great movie, and I can
For its
see
time,
why.
I think he's
Absolutely.
done other movies that are more deserving, personally.
yeah.
But no, I'd say it's more
Compared to
worthy.
Boy and the Heron. is
Yes,
what I'm
100%.
Your point?
Yeah, my point. Sorry, it's like both Your Name and Weathering with You, I think, got shortlisted for Best Animated Feature. Never nominated.
saying. Of course. not.
Shinkai absolutely deserves it for either of those movies, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is he going to do anything else that deserves it? After Suzume, I'm not 100% sure.
Probably not.
Yeah, no.
Did he do anything before it that deserved it? No. Your Name and Weathering with You absolutely were the two he
Yeah,
deserved.
I got that completely.
an
when we
Oscar
watched
for.
it.
But again, they get shortlisted, and that's the thing with anime films being submitted to the Oscars, is that a bunch get submitted almost every year, and mainly I think it's been just Ghibli that have even been shortlisted or been
Yeah.
nominated or won.
Yeah.
And that's it. I think there's maybe one exception. I can't remember. Oh, Mamoru Hosoda won for Mirai. I hated that movie.
Oh.
Everyone hated that movie.
Oh.
It, again, I think was a Lifetime Achievement Award
Okay.
dressed up,
Ah,
because everyone kind of watched it and went,
eh.
huh?
Oh jeez.
So we'll get to that on Anime Lane eventually.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't wait.
But even, especially in the animation category, I feel like it's almost an unfair race sometimes, because you have like a Disney movie.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That like
They
so many people will have seen, and then
they didn't create the
That's the
best
thing.
animated film category until 2001
One. Because of Shrek.
because of Shrek. Because there was no.
Genuinely.
Listen. Because there wasn't enough competition within the animated film
Yeah.
sphere.
Because basically they knew if they had done it beforehand, it would just be a Disney suite.
Yes.
Constantly.
I mean, yes,
And
Yeah.
what has happened most of the time?
Disney's
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's another issue. Yeah,
Yeah.
Disney always. It's almost a guarantee Disney are gonna win.
Yeah, Disney,
Yeah.
Disney Pixar, or just whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the same feeling with like best VFX. It's always Marvel. Except for
Is
this
it?
year. This year it isn't.
No, it was Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of a toss-up,
Yeah, because
usually.
I
I mean,
got
I can't really remember.
Let me
It has been
consult.
Marvel a lot, I think.
yeah, and I'm always like,
Yeah,
'Cause
enough
I bet
enough
they've
to
been
like
lacking.
for you to really expect it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like it is more of a toss-up because there have been non-Marvel movies that have won, I think, in recent years as well. think I'm-
I mean, that's also depending on when
Yeah.
you know filming come out.
Yeah.
Oh well, this has existed for a while.
Because I know, I think Infinity War or Endgame won for that one.
I wouldn't have
Either
been
or.
surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, even though I didn't think VFX was like the major outstanding point, I think it was given mostly again
Because
end
those
of
movies.
an era.
Yeah.
Those movies.
It's
and-
expected for them to get
Yeah.
an award at that point, and VFX was just the one.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's good VFX. They treat their, artists like shit, but okay.
Okay.
So let's go through winners from 2008 onwards, because obviously that's when
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
MCU
makes
started.
sense.
So you got Curious Case of Benjamin Button won in 2008.
Makes sense.
Avatar won in 2009. Makes sense. Inception in 2010. I mean, it was up against Alice in Wonderland,
Okay,
Deathly
fair.
Hallows Part 1, Hereafter, and Iron Man 2. Okay,
Yeah,
although that was not a
Yeah.
strong year for visual
No.
effects.
It really was not.
Then you've got Hugo. The fuck is Hugo?
Oh, I remember
Chloe
Hugo.
Grace Moretz, something with the clock.
Yeah,
Oh.
I remember that movie
Yeah.
coming out. It was couldn't escape the fucking posters.
Nope.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I remember that movie being fucking everywhere in 2011, 12.
Huh.
I mean, we were the target audience.
Yeah, we were. So it was on like the TV all the fucking
Yeah.
time. So.
Okay. That was up against Deathly Hallows Part 2, Real Steel, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and Transformers Dark of the Moon. I think maybe Rise of the Planet
Yeah,
of
I was
the
gonna
Apes.
say.
Should have got
you,
that.
You look like I mean, I haven't seen Hugo, and I do know there was probably a lot of visual effects in there. So if I had seen it, I'd maybe more get it. But I do, just knowing what I know about Rise of the Planet of the Apes and how all the work that went into that, especially with Andy Serkis,
Yeah.
and his performances and stuff, I feel like that would have been a strong contender.
Oh, definitely. 2012 was Life of Pi.
that makes sense. Oh yeah, because they won that and then the studio shut down.
Yeah.
And sort of sparked the conversation of VFX being treated terribly.
Yeah.
Which is a problem.
It is a
Still.
problem.
100%,
That's a very real
yeah.
problem.
2013 was Gravity, which
Okay.
makes sense.
That does make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Interstellar is 2014, again, makes sense. 2015 was, Ex Machina. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I get there's a lot of visual effects in that.
But
I'm
just
not
for
necessarily.
one character's sake.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That would have I think, would have been an Oscar Isaac win for me on like the acting
Yeah,
part.
he was fantastic
Yeah.
in that.
I haven't seen that. I need to.
It's
It's a
weird.
really, it's a strange movie, but
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah. I mean, with a name like Ex Machina, I expect it to be a little out there.
Yeah, it's hard to explain the concept without straight up spoiling.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Robot lady.
Yeah. It was up against Fury Road.
Oh fuck.
Oh, that should have won.
Yeah.
100%.
That was a strong year. You got Ex Machina, which one maybe shouldn't have. That's like the weakest contender here. But you got Fury Road, Martian, Revenant, and Force Awakens.
Yeah.
I mean, Martian is like, I don't know why, but it's one of my favorite films.
I like the Martian.
It's a
I
great
really
film.
enjoyed the
So
book as
short.
well.
Yeah.
It's so like horribly paced,
Yeah.
but it's
That
But
was
it
my
works. That works to its advantage.
yeah.
That was my only complaint about the movie, is that compared to the book, its pacing is
I
fucking
haven't read
terrible.
I really need to get the audiobook.
Book is really good.
Yeah.
Is it based on a real story?
Of course. They actually sent Matt Damon up there.
Holy shit!
So 2016 was The Jungle Book.
Wow, I forgot that
is-
existed.
Oh, that is a choice.
Oh,
But this year, oh wow, okay. So you got Deepwater Horizon, Doctor Strange, Kubo and the Two Strings, and Rogue One.
Doctor Strange won, didn't it?
No, Jungle Book won.
Honestly, I feel like Doctor Strange should have won because
Yeah.
Yeah.
specifically the astral projection scene.
Yeah, I'm
That's
torn
a good one.
between. I'd say Doctor Strange, Kubo, and Rogue One would all been strong contenders. I'm not sure why Kubo is here and not in animation,
Yeah.
because it's a
Anime.
stop motion animated
Yeah.
film. So, 2017 was Blade Runner 2049. Which was up against Guardians 2, Kong, Skull Island, Last Jedi, and War for the Planet of the Apes. I'd say Blade Runner was pretty deserving for that.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah,
say
visually
that
it's very good.
2018 was the fuck is First Man?
Oh, First Man is the Ryan Gosling Guide to the Moon movie.
Is that the Ridley
Yeah.
Scott
I
one?
think so. I watched like half of it and then I got bored.
I remember it. I only remember it when it was coming out, but that's about it.
Okay.
I think it has what's her face from The Crown. Played like the
Claire
second-
Foy?
Yeah, I think Claire Foy's in it.
Okay,
Huh.
cool.
That was up against Infinity War, Christopher Robin, Ready Player One, and Solo. Hmm.
I'm starting to think what you think Marvel gets nominated a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
And a
that's
lot of
it,
the times in those recent years they probably should have won maybe.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or they were strong contenders to win.
Mhm.
That might be where you were getting your
Maybe
ideas
it
from.
could be.
Yeah. Because 2019 was 1917.
That makes sense.
Up against Endgame, Irishman, Lion King,
Irish.
and
Just for the de-aging.
I guess, which is
You don't
fucking
remember
awful.
the space
by the way,
battle?
the de-aging is fucking awful in that
Like,
movie.
de-aging in general, I think should stop.
Yeah.
I'd rather have you have a good casting agent.
There is
Exactly.
nothing funnier than de-aged Robert De Niro trying to kick the shit out of someone in the middle of the street in that movie. I hate that film. There is no need for it to be as long as it is,
No.
but that one scene gave me fucking life. Honestly, it took me the fuck out because he is so old. He is not physically capable of this anymore.
No.
And there he is, meant to be in his like 30s, kicking the shit out of him. He can't move his arm while he moves his leg.
I
want to see that clip.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up later,
Hell yeah.
or I'll send it later. 2020 was Tenet.
Sonic the Hedgehog. It's the only film that came out.
Wasn't even in the running.
Bullshit. They put so much work into fixing the Sonic model.
There
It
was-
should have been.
Love and Monsters. I've no idea what that is. Midnight Sky
Wait,
again.
hold on. The Doctor Who episode?
No,
The one with concrete face?
Mulan and the one and only Ivan. I've never heard of anything except Mulan.
No.
And Mulan, I didn't think was good at all.
No.
No. I mean, there's
Maybe,
there's a lot of other reasons.
A lot of
I
other
didn't wanna see it,
reasons.
but
If Mulan
removing
was
those.
to get nominated, I'd probably say for costume design.
yeah,
If anything, like
because there were good costumes.
yeah,
Yeah.
like aesthetically, I think that film gets the
The period.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Very well, yeah.
2021 was Dune up against Free Guy, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi, and Spider-Man No Way Home.
Wayne.
2022 was Avatar: The Way of Water up against All Quiet on the Western Front, Batman, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Top Gun Maverick, and this year was obviously Godzilla -1. There is not a single Marvel one.
Wow. In my head, I was like, they were always a shoo-in, but no, that's me.
They've been nominated every single time,
That might. So I think
Yeah,
that's where you're.
that's probably
coming
where
from.
my
or
mind
almost
came
every
from,
single
yeah.
time. I think wherever there's been a movie out, because Endgame, and then it's like 2020 doesn't have anything, which makes sense.
I wonder
yeah,
why.
they delayed Black Widow as well.
Yeah.
I wonder why 2020 didn't have much.
And then you got two of them in 2021, and then obviously
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever getting a nomination is hilarious.
That's a bit. Yeah.
It's
Did we see the same Iron Heart
yeah,
scenes?
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe the Batman didn't win, but like I'm not sure what visually effective.
The most I could think of for that would have been the Batmobile scene.
Oh yeah.
But even then,
No
that's
way.
not enough.
No, I think if
I
anything,
love
like
that movie.
best
I still haven't seen
cinematography.
It is long,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
great.
so I
though.
get why you haven't seen
It's
it.
it's long. It's so good up until the last act.
Yeah, then the pacing sort of falls apart.
You still have an hour when you realize you've hit the last act, and you're like,
Oh my
Huh?
God.
Yeah, so I love it, but like
yeah,
I can see people not loving it.
for sure.
Because like, and I'll admit I mainly love it because I am a Batman fan,
Mhm.
and that out of all the Batman movies I have seen,
It's the one that nails like so much
Yeah,
of
it
him.
gets the feel of
Uh-huh.
Batman so much.
It's also good to see him finally be like a proper like combatant,
Yes,
and in a way he hasn't been in the
Yeah.
other movies.
they finally took cues from the fucking Arkham games.
Yes,
On
and
how to make him fight.
that sound design for the fights. Oh man,
I can still hear the punches.
yeah, that first time like he walks in as Batman and the sound of his footsteps is insane. Just great.
That entire sequence where he's like first beating up like all the
Mhm.
thugs and stuff, that is brutal and I love it.
Yeah,
I'm happy Robert Pattinson is back in the
Yeah.
game though.
yeah.
Because
I
he
think
got fucked over.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
We all know by what.
Yeah. Well, the thing
Yeah,
is, he said that after he did that, because I watched, was it his GQ?
GQ,
Like
yeah.
career retrospective. He was like, yeah, I just wanted to take the weirdest shit
Yeah.
I possibly could. And he's like, I'm a weird guy. I just want
He's
to.
just a fucking weirdo. I
Yeah.
love that about
Yeah,
him.
he's great.
And what someone was like is like, I want to see Robert Pattinson play the villain. And I'm like, he might be the one person who's got it in him to do both Batman and Joker in the same
Yes.
movie.
Oh,
Yes.
get him to play Hush.
Oh, man.
That would be amazing. They
Oh,
they set up Hush as well.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they also set up. I think it's pretty clear Joker's probably going to be in the Batman too.
Probably.
Because you got
Okay.
Barry Keegan in the. Is it the deleted scene? I
Yeah,
think?
Yeah,
I mean he
it's
is in the
a
movie.
He's in the movie, but
There
it's
is a
mainly
deleted
the.
scene where you really see him shine.
Yeah.
He's good in that. He's good in that scene, and I think he's a good Joker. But I don't want the Joker again.
I know, but
Yeah.
he's very overdone for the movies. I wish they would pick.
He's overdone in every piece.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah, but it's like I want to talk about like the Heath Ledger as well,
Mhm.
because I think he was a fantastic actor.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Don't you say he didn't deserve it for
You
The
don't-
Dark Knight, because he definitely
Yeah,
did.
yeah. I'm going to stop you right there as well.
I do think he deserved it.
Whether he
But-
died or not, he
Yes.
should have won that.
Yes,
100%.
but still, it felt weird to me personally, because I do think he deserved it. Yes.
But are you saying
It's a
people shouldn't be
weird one.
awarded posthumously?
No. The point that I'm trying to make is that I don't know how to handle that point.
It was a very precarious situation.
Yeah.
I think I get where you're coming
How close
from.
was his passing?
It was close. It was really close.
Yeah.
Like not about like a couple of weeks. I want to say before the movie came out.
Yeah, because I think even after someone has passed, there should be as we talk, lifetime awards should be a thing within the Academy, and that's what he should have won for me.
I think I get what you mean. There think there should have been maybe a bit more time in between.
He
before-
passed away a year before the Oscars.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. He
I
passed
thought it
away
was-
shortly, I think, before or after the film came out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah,
I see.
because it was like pretty soon.
Then, yeah.
I want to say before the movie came out.
Yeah, it released July 2018. He passed away in January
Because I do
2008.
think. I don't know if this is like a sick way to like view it, but I do think it sort of helped it become huge. That
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah.
Like unintended.
Absolutely, yeah, and it shouldn't have been. But
No.
It's strange because I don't viewing on it now. That never even factors into
No.
how I think of his performance.
no, like when I
Um,
watched like The Dark Knight, I don't consciously think oh, Heath Ledger passed
Yeah.
before this happened. I just think of his performance as the Joker, and he's good. He's really good.
I think I get what you mean, but
It's a difficult.
It is a difficult.
I think we should have lifetime achievement awards, but if an actor has been in a movie and they've passed away before it comes out and that film gets on and that actor then gets nominated for an Oscar, I don't think that opportunity should be taken away.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Because a lifetime achievement award can be its own separate thing.
Yes.
And I don't think that should devalue the performance that was necessarily there
Yeah.
in their final role.
Like
I think that's the best way to put it.
like you said, whether he had died, since he died, but if he hadn't died, I think he still would have been nominated and he still would have
Oh,
won that Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he did win that Oscar, right?
He did, yeah.
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 I think the Joker should have been left alone after that.
Yes.
That's my.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Just stop after that. You can.
Yeah.
The only exception you can have is the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. But
Yeah,
that
but
makes
that's
sense.
a completely different
Yeah,
reinterpretation.
exactly. And that was 10 years after
Yeah.
the fact. But
It's not Jared Leto's Joker.
I hate that version so much. Everyone hates that version. I know,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah. No, I don't know.
why'd they bring it back for fucking Zack Snyder's Suicide Squad?
Well, it wasn't his Suicide Squad. It
Wait,
was.
he did bring him back though for his though.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
not Suicide Squad. Justice League. Sorry.
Oh yeah, the end of Justice League. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, was the Snyder cut?
Yeah,
only,
that's what
right?
I'm-
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Mm.
I know it's Zack Snyder, so of course he's gonna
Yeah.
make the worst possible decision. But
You know the funniest shit I found out recently? Zack Snyder in 2016 said that he was interested on remaking the movie The Fountainhead, which, in case anyone doesn't know, which I totally understand if you didn't, is based on a book by Ayn Rand. And I'm like, he should never, ever, ever be allowed anywhere near her work. One,
I need some context.
It's the
her
worst
work
combination.
sucks. She is just
she's terrible.
Oh,
uh-huh.
okay.
She was she's a terrible writer. She was a terrible person.
yeah.
Oh,
So she
it's-
wrote Atlas Shrugged.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's the big deckhead philosophy book.
Yeah,
book.
exactly.
Cool.
It's think the ultimate libertarian.
Yeah. When industry, oh shit, what's the tagline for the book? Something like when the movers stop moving, who moves the world or some shit like that. It's like basically when all the business is going straight, what happens then? It's like,
From what I remember, her philosophy was basically there are people who are important, people who are not, and the people who are important should be as selfish as possible.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's fun.
And
Well, everyone should be as selfish as possible.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
But like only the important people really matter in the world.
yeah, and so Atlas Shrugged is like
The
her
thesis of that.
Yeah, but also it's the same in the Fountainhead. The Fountainhead
Yeah.
is essentially about the same
I mean,
thing.
it was all our work. Really.
Yeah, pretty much. And just the thought of him even attempting
Oh.
anything as like, I hate to call it nuanced, but unfortunately, when you actually like have to adapt and talk about work like that, it's nuanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thought of him,
Yeah, because he would take the worst possible take.
how would he even do it? The man does action in slow-mo.
He's the edgy edge man.
Yeah. I just can't imagine him actually sitting down and making a talkie movie. Like,
Yeah. He would do it in the worst possible way.
my favorite quote from him on that was, "It's not about politics." It's like, my guy.
Oh, it.
And then he was like,
why?
then when he was doing press, I think it was for his cut of the Justice League, he was like, yeah, I'm not working it anymore. The country's just too divided for it. I'm like, yeah, too divided,
Sure.
or the work fucking sucks, and you realized you are incapable of doing this. I don't think a studio would give him money for it either.
No.
Netflix are not going to pay him to make it.
No.
Um,
Zack Snyder making that movie would be like fucking Michael Bay making a character study.
exactly. Like,
It's the same energy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there's any worth in anyone adapting The Fountainhead again or Atlas Shrugged, even though like Atlas Shrugged's never really had like a proper big budget movie.
Good.
Yeah, again, I just don't see the worth in it.
No, fair. I also think there's just some books that shouldn't be made into films.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%,
absolutely. Yeah.
Which to me, 1984. I have not seen the movies. I don't
It is
think...
weird how I had the exact same thought.
I think that movie is like aesthetically good. Everything else, nah.
Because it works so well on paper.
Yes. I don't think it would work. I don't think you can translate it properly to another medium and get the point
I
across.
think
No.
Marvel in general as well, because Animal Farm. I think
Yeah,
is-
you
Oh,
could never get it.
yeah.
Like, I want to see a theater play. Animal Farm.
It probably exists.
I mean, I saw the fucking animated version from that. Was
There's
made
an
in the
animal.
Yeah,
There's an animated
there
version
is.
from the 50s, and guess
Uh-huh.
what? It got censored by the CIA for being too pro-communist.
I mean, isn't that the joke about Animal Farm, that it's both
Yeah.
too pro-communist
Yes.
and too anti-communist?
Yeah, because George Orwell was a democratic socialist,
Yeah.
so he wasn't capitalist enough for
Yep.
America, and it wasn't too Stalin communist for the
Yeah.
USSR.
God.
Oh man.
So
Yeah.
nice.
Because like I'm reading through some of the more classic books. I'm now reading Fahrenheit 451.
oh yeah, I
And
have
that's
that. I haven't
that's
read it
another
yet.
one where I'm like, no.
It's on
Didn't
my
they
list.
do that as a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Like
Ray.
semi-recently.
Is that Ray
They did?
Bradbury?
Yeah, Ray Bradbury.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was fairly recent.
I
Yeah.
did not know that.
No, it also
feels so
slipped,
weird.
slipped my mind, and then I came across it at some point. I was like, what the fuck?
How?
Like, because we haven't heard about it, it's probably really bad.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Let me just.
If it was good, it would be fucking everywhere.
Yeah. Because,
2018.
Bullshit.
yeah, no, I
I
told
was-
you it was recent.
I was expecting
told
like
you.
2016.
No.
It had Michael B. Jordan and Michael Shannon in it.
That does not fit for all the
No.
characters I've read so far.
I could watch that adaptation with like a few drinks.
Yeah, no.
And then if it's that bad, I'll try and wash out that stink with like watching Creed and watch good Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to watch Creed. It's weirdly been on my mind to watch Creed recently. I don't know why.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, the Oscars, huh?
Yeah.
I think there's so many Oscar categories people don't know about.
Yeah.
That's something I want to touch on. That the Oscars doesn't even care about anymore.
No.
They're
Nah.
not televising it. They just tell you show up early, we'll get the through.
Yeah.
That's just
Because
sad.
they've like
That's sad.
Yeah.
they've changed how the whole show
Yeah.
works. What was
Yeah.
it last year, the year before?
I think the
Yeah, it
first
was
year
recent.
post-COVID.
Post-COVID. Like they basically stuck a bunch of the awards that nobody really cares about, unfortunately, in an untelevised pre-show.
What were the categories again?
Did
feel
best
sad having
edit
to ask.
or end up in there?
I think it might have.
I
Yeah.
think
That's bullshit.
I want to say sound design.
bullshit.
Short film.
Short
might have been in
film.
Is
there.
costume design in there?
No.
No,
The
no,
costume
no.
design's more important enough.
Yeah.
For the full
You can
show.
see it on the screen, so people care.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. I was thinking costume design because I've just remembered. Now that we brought up Suicide Squad earlier as well, we want to remember that Suicide Squad won an Oscar.
I hate that because it was it won for that the same year that Star Trek Beyond came out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because was it
Yeah.
best costume and makeup design?
Yes.
And it was mostly for the Croc.
Yeah, it was Croc.
character.
Killer
Yeah.
Croc.
Again,
Yeah.
Look,
same year that Star Trek Beyond came
which
out.
you know, to give Suicide Squad some credit, I think that Killer Croc costuming work is kind of good. I'm
It
not
is
saying
good.
it's
It
Oscar
is
worthy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's Oscar worthy.
Yeah. No, it's not Oscar.
Especially
it's
compared
good.
to Star Trek Beyond, but it is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll give it that little bit of credit. Didn't deserve the Oscar though.
No, it didn't.
Don't know why. It got the Oscar.
Money.
Yeah.
But it's Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
The bad Suicide Squad.
The bad one.
Because there's a good one now.
Yes.
Yeah. Just wish James Gunn would shut the fuck up about his DC universe until there's
Same.
something to show for it.
Exactly.
They
He
started
keeps-
filming Superman.
I don't
Yeah.
give a shit. He needs to stop telling us stuff about things that might change because they're in the process of producing it.
Yeah, like they've only
I
just
agree.
really started Superman at this point.
Yeah, I mean they've changed the name of it for
Yeah,
one.
it's Legacy now.
Twice.
Yeah,
They've
twice.
changed
Yeah,
it twice.
And he just keeps replying to people on Twitter like, "Oh yeah, we're doing this, we're doing that."
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up and make
Dude.
a movie.
Yeah, no, I
Do your fucking job.
Yeah.
legit I am a very big fan of James Gunn. But
Yeah.
that's fucking dwindling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the fucking
I-
minute.
He's going the path of the Rock where I liked him at one point.
Yeah.
But you know, the more
Shut
you
the fuck
open
up,
his
shut the
mouth-
fuck up, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
just stop, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't really mind him.
Mm.
I wasn't a huge fan or anything.
I liked Guardians.
I liked Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I liked Guardians, and I thought, and during that whole him getting fired from Marvel stuff, during that whole fiasco,
Mhm.
you know, his side obviously.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't say I was like a James Gunn nuthead or anything
Yeah.
like that.
No.
But, you know, I thought he was
Yeah.
cool,
Mhm.
and now I kind of wish he would also shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But that's the problem nowadays with like social media and like directors, producers, writing, all that.
Yeah.
You don't need to live tweet.
Yeah.
No.
I'm so happy with any creator taking, you know, a picture every few months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a little tease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, I had bagels this morning. I'm like, love that for you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Love that.
that's a cool, relatable personal life thing.
Tell me
Yeah.
about what you just watched.
Yeah.
Just, you know,
Yeah,
yeah.
Hideo Kojima went to the cinema.
Cool.
Did he
yeah.
tweet about what he watched? No.
No.
Bad movie.
Going to see this movie in cinema. Quiet.
No, that's literally
Really?
that is
That's
it.
Kojima.
That is the joke. If Kojima does not tweet about it after he's seen it, bad
bad
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that though. He's like, are you saying it's bad? No. No.
No,
I
that's the
didn't
thing. If he
say
doesn't have
anything.
something nice to say, he just won't.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's great with Kojima as well because he's known for video games, but he's a movie guy.
Oh yeah, he is
yeah.
obsessed.
And you can see it in his games because they're basically movies.
Oh.
Death Stranding's becoming a fucking movie.
Yep. Man, Death Stranding 2 is coming out. Anyway, Oscars. To get back on
At least
track.
we're still on the topic of film.
Yes, we are.
Categories. We
tiny
were on
categories.
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 Because
Yeah.
the categories where it's gonna make the biggest difference are those smaller ones.
Hmm.
Things like short film.
Yep.
And those winners, it's gonna change. for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Those
'Cause,
are the ones that need
like,
the boost.
Yeah, international is short. And I think documentary as well.
Yeah.
Those are the three categories that are gonna benefit so
Yeah,
Exactly.
those are career starters right there.
Yes. Because it's happened like multiple times where something that's won best short film gets picked up
Yeah.
and they make it into a full film. And I think, why don't we televise that? I don't care that Emma Stone won. Was she great? Yes.
Oh my god,
But-
famous good actor won as a famous good actor.
Oh my god.
I still love her reaction to that because even
Yeah.
she wasn't expecting to
No.
win.
What the
'Cause she-
fuck?
Like the thing is, she already had one.
Yeah.
So she was like, I don't need another.
why are you giving me two? I don't
It's like
I could make them kiss.
what was it that Ryan Gosling won that also had him reacting.
Was it Barbie?
It was for Barbie. Was it best song? Because he won over the Billy. Not at the Oscars. It was a different award show. He won for Ken Enough or I'm just Ken.
He's just Ken
over Billie Eilish's song for the movie, and he just looks confused.
Yeah, he's like, this what?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like.
I love getting to watch us get new reaction gifs in real time. That's great.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Was it? Can I ask? This has just popped up in my mind right now. Is it the Oscars that John Cena was at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Where they argued over how big to make the bit of cardboard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, but that just popped back in my mind because I completely forgot about it.
I couldn't tear my eyes away from that because I'm looking at him and I
think a lot of people couldn't.
No. I'm looking at him going, you are in your 50s.
How dare you?
Fuck.
I'm looking at him and going, this does not look natural in the slightest.
Yeah, you're right. He's the same age as John Oliver.
Yeah, I'm looking at him like, you look like a freak.
Like, I want to point something out about that because I didn't think about this particular point about that, but to pull the whole feminist thing again, a woman couldn't have fucking gotten away with that. No, like legit. A few weeks before, Katy Perry was on like a red carpet wearing a skirt that had like the side was open.
Yeah.
People went fucking insane. John Cena shows up.
Yeah, fully nude.
What the fuck? And
Which was
like,
for
funny.
Best costume design. Yeah.
Like, I appreciate the joke there, but come on.
Yeah.
Guys.
And I appreciate John Cena's willingness to make himself the butt of a joke. Yeah, 100%.
He's got a good sense of humor.
You wouldn't catch The Rock doing that because there's the interview
because he's got too much ego
with someone where like he's talking about contractually not being able to lose. And he's not backing down for whatever
it's that
they're talking
it's
about.
That right there that made my opinion of The Rock go from
I
liked him to you're a dick.
Yeah, I despise him now. Just insufferable.
Anyway, friendship ended with him. Now Batista's my best
friend.
Batista is so fun.
Batista's
so cool.
great.
Yeah.
He's so like I think like John Cena is really funny. He's a really good actor as well. Dave Bautista is a great actor, and he's also like incredibly intelligent.
Yeah, like he seems like, to go into like the wrestling thing, he seems like the wrestler turned actor that like actually understood that wrestling is an acting job as well as like a physical job. Like he got that immediately.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
and he's thriving right now.
Yeah,
I want him to thrive more.
Can I say John Cena as Peacemaker though? Amazing.
Yeah,
I need to watch that. Maybe.
I haven't seen
from
the show.
Suicide Squad.
Just from the Suicide Squad alone.
I mean, okay, I'll give him that. He made me hate the character.
Yeah.
He is my least favorite thing about the movie, but only because he's acted so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a guy.
I know.
I just love the notion that we're having of like, just put a hot guy in there, put a buff boy in there.
Put an absolute fucking boulder.
But that's what they do with The Rock, and it sucks.
Yeah.
So
because he has the personality of a rock.
Yeah.
Because one, he overplayed it to shit.
Yeah.
And two, he's no longer likable.
No,
I think they tried too hard in Jumanji is where I first noticed where I'm like, oh my god, you're
That was the start, yeah.
Remember when it was him and Kevin Hart, like, constantly?
Oh
God.
The buddy thing.
What movies did they do together again?
I
mean, Jumanji.
Yeah. There was that CIA one.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't remember titles or whatever.
Was it just called Central Intelligence, I think?
Probably, yeah.
There was a couple other ones, I think. This is the thing. I remember at the point where they were trying to make Kevin Hart the, like, sidekick.
Yeah.
Because he was in Ride Along with...
Yeah.
Ice...
Was Ice Cube?
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 Yeah. Or was it Ice-T?
I don't know.
I think it's Cube.
Cube.
T doesn't act as much as
No.
Cube.
Oh, Ice-T is in Law and Order.
Yeah.
Was it... Is Kevin Hart in one of the Fast and Furious movies?
I don't know.
I'm asking because that feels plausible.
No. I don't think he is. John Cena's in one of the Fast and Furious movies. So is The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock's in like... He's got like a fucking spin-off for some reason.
Yeah, he's in Hobbs and Shaw.
With a co-star he fucking hates. I mean, he hates...
No. Him and Jason Statham get along.
Oh, okay.
It was him and Vin Diesel.
Okay.
That didn't get along. That was
it was like The Rock was being The Rock.
Yeah, I think is it 7 or 8. You can tell that they never shot a single scene together,
Yeah.
even when they're meant to be
Yeah.
on screen together.
Because the whole thing with that, like, The Rock was wanting to basically be the main character at that point.
I think so.
'Cause that's what I've heard anyway. I might
Yeah.
be completely wrong on that. but-
It's weird. There's so much hearsay and rumors around what
Okay,
happened
yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's hard to kind of know what the real story is about.
So I'm not about to pretend that any reason is like the true
Yeah.
reason.
No, we know the truth. We've got the inside scoop
Yeah.
right here.
Only
right
we
now.
know the truth. My name is redacted, and this is what they don't want you to know.
You know what I think is funny though? Every time, like, because I follow Rotten Tomatoes on Instagram, sometimes they'll post about certain movies, and there will always be comments of like, "Why isn't this one an Oscar?" And sometimes it's referring to things like Fast and Furious. And I'm like, have
know
some
why.
sense.
You know why?
Have a sense of, you know.
Why didn't any
Yeah.
of the Spider-Man movies win Best Picture?
Yeah, I think best movie ever, Spider-Man 2 should have won.
No,
like,
Spider-Man
hell-
3. Get it right.
Spider-Man should have won hella awards. Like, we all like Marvel.
Yeah.
Would we say Iron Man, first Iron Man,
Absolutely
best picture
not.
worthy? No. None of the Marvel movies I'd say are best picture worthy.
Honestly, I feel like it wouldn't be true to me if any of my favorite movies was an Oscar winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd just be like, what?
Yeah, like
You
no.
don't deserve this. I love you, but fuck you.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
deserve this.
Sorry, I'm just checking if any of
Because
them
I
have even
support
been
the underdogs. I'm
nominated.
kidding.
Yeah, but it's like it feels like such a snobby thing to say, but you know what
Yeah.
I mean, right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I totally
yeah.
get it. It's like
Absolutely.
there are things that you just get that
Yeah.
shouldn't be nominated.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
things
for
just
it.
aren't Oscar movie levels.
Like the Fast and the Furious is a grungy, or it starts out as like a grungy street racing film, and like it's nothing high brow, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's an entertaining movie,
Yeah.
and then the subsequent movies just become even more insane as you go along, to the point that now they're just weird heist movies, and like none of them have anything remotely
Yeah.
deserving of an Oscar.
Yeah. Not all of my favorite things has to be highbrow.
Yeah.
No, like it's like again, film is such a wide.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it caters to a lot of different types of audiences.
Yeah.
You have your rom-com folk, you have your action folk,
Your
you have
musicals.
your musicals. Which I don't like the trend that we're pretending musicals aren't musicals in their trailers. That's just you
Yeah.
know shitty marketing. You shouldn't go into a movie and be like, "It's a musical."
Do not be afraid of who
Didn't
you
that
are.
happen to Sweeney Todd?
I don't know
I
because I
think-
wasn't.
Yeah,
You
Sweeney
know.
Todd was like 2007, so we're not
Yeah.
gonna know.
I think the
marketing.
trailer didn't have. I think there's
Yeah.
there's also redubbed lines to avoid showing them singing.
Oh my god, that's
That's
sad.
too dedicated.
Yeah.
to getting
That's
people
sad.
on there. Yeah, because musicals have their audience. Like Wonka,
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know it was a musical.
I
didn't
didn't know
I.
either.
Nobody knew. Imagine, because I would be more interested in that film if it wasn't a
No,
musical.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need this to be a musical.
No.
Timothy Chalamet, I don't care for him singing.
Yeah, I
Or
don't
No.
need to see him
dancing.
sing.
Yeah, and then they did the same thing with the fucking Mean Girls. The musical, the movie. It is a musical.
Mean Girls is the new Mean Girls
So-
is a musical.
Oh god.
I'll-
Oh god, you're about to go off.
I'll go through
Let's
the
go.
list. So you have
She's
Mean
already
Girls,
done this.
You have Mean Girls the movie, which came out 2008-ish.
Yeah, yeah.
Then there was
2008ish. No, that was older.
yeah,
2004?
maybe, I don't know. You Google while I go. through.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow! Wow!
You're the fact checker.
I gotta say, I love it when you're like this because you just become like you take full control, all like suddenly.
2004.
Oh
No,
wow. Good job.
Get me.
The women are proud of you.
I was going for a fist.
I can't reach that.
can.
So yeah,
Worth it.
movie came out. Then like many years later, musical came out. Then the musical got turned into a movie.
Of course.
So it's basically the first movie, but with songs. But what did they decide to do in the trailers? Not feature any songs. What did they decide to do in the movie? Cut most of the fucking songs.
Oh, that must have hurt your soul.
Yeah, but the thing is, at that point, it's like
Why did they adapt the
barely-
musical into a movie though? Like why?
The music's
Because
pretty
that's
good.
just what they do.
But still, the movie already exists. Don't adapt the musical into a movie. That's like doing High School the Musical, the series.
No, I
movie.
agree. They should have just done like, you know what Hamilton did? Do a pro shot where you
Yes.
know you've
100%, yeah.
Because that would have been so much better.
Yeah, it makes it's
Will
natural.
Will it ever make me watch Hamilton, even though it's on Disney? No.
No,
But I appreciate the exists.
yeah, for the people that want to see it.
Yeah.
For the people.
Alexander Hamilton.
And that's all you need to know.
Yup, that's it. That's all I need to know.
But yeah, that's
For the fans of what's his name,
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
Wow, I stumbled my way through
See,
that.
I was
one.
You
afraid of
got
doing
there.
that.
You got there in the end.
I appreciate his soundtrack from
He
Moana.
seems like a cool guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
Did fine on Encanto. I do have to say all.
Oh,
this
did he
thing-
work on Encanto too?
Yeah,
He
did.
wrote
Huh.
most.
I knew that.
Most of the songs.
Yeah.
Huh.
Which if
Now I
you,
have a reason to watch that.
Honestly, same.
Yeah.
why do you think we don't talk about Bruno such a bop?
Yeah.
I still have never heard that song.
I have. I like it.
I have seen so many people talk about that song and have yet never heard it.
I have no idea what the context is behind it because
But
it's
they
like
don't talk about him.
no. But the song
What
is
is this,
cool.
Fight Club?
Well, I imagine they talk about it in the movie, but you know, I don't care. I like the song; it's cool.
Yeah, but so what musical?
This is still about the Oscars, by the way.
To quickly come back to Fast and Furious, I don't even know what category this would go in, but there is one thing that sticks in my mind that would maybe be Oscar worthy, and that was in the 5th movie. They did this big sequence where they like robbed a vault, and now I mean literally took the vault from a.
They fucking what?
They took a vault, an actual
Sorry,
vault.
that took me so out of it when you described it like that.
I mean, this almost literally happened in Pam and Tommy, but it was just a giant safety box.
Well, they took the actual like 12-ton
Yeah,
vault.
Like, did they just strap
Yeah.
it back to the back of their cars?
Yes.
I need to see this fucking movie.
And they shot a lot of it practically.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know what category that would go in. It wouldn't be best visual effects.
Best practical effects.
Best practical effects, but I don't think that exists.
No, it doesn't exist. But
But should it? That is a good
Yeah.
question because we're now entering an
Maybe it
era
should be-
where practical and digital effects are almost at odds with each other. There's a
Yeah.
mix of them usually,
Yeah.
but like
Like,
in a,
the visual effects versus special effects?
I don't know. I think we typically deem visual effects as like digital
Yeah,
work.
that's the usual digital stuff where special effects can be like...
Oh,
it can,
yeah,
It can
okay,
encompass
yeah.
that, but it can also be for practical stuff.
because best stunt performing, that's a category.
That I think that's a
Yes.
category
which
as well.
needs to be in the fucking main bit. 'cause
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Without stunt performers, our films would be shit.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
100%.
And I don't think
Always
we
respect the stunt people.
Yes.
because they learned the fight choreography. They know how to fall on their ass and make it look like it hurt while it
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
fucking hurt. They do that.
Yep.
And I find it
lost.
sort of depressing. Like, it's impressive when actors actually do their own stuff.
Yeah.
Like the Tom Cruises of the world, even if
Yeah.
he's fucking nuts. But
Yeah.
I find it really sort of sad that only when that happens is when people care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there should definitely be more respect for stunt force. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I do all my own stunts. It was like that sounds so irresponsible to me.
That's
Yeah,
cool,
stupid.
but just sign away your life. Just
Yeah.
get the stunt guy in. Like
Like,
Yeah.
again, to bring back Tom Cruise, at least it makes sense for him because I'm pretty sure he has a death wish.
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
I just need
he's-
to get out of life as quick
No,
as
no,
possible.
I have my conspiracy theory is he does that to try and get out of Scientology.
Same.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's what I assumed you were.
Like, he just wants to die
Yeah.
so that he doesn't have to deal with Scientology anymore.
He tried to jump from the thing when he broke his leg.
Yeah.
He's like, God damn it! I was aiming for the fucking ground.
Yeah, I wanted to die. I wanted this to be my fallout.
Honestly, that's the best way for him to go out, though.
I'm doing what he loves, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, wanting to die.
But I don't know how long ago it was, but it was when he was like doing stuff for, was it the most recent Mission Impossible when he actually went to space or something?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he just wanted to cut the oxygen off, man.
There's been a few films that have done like the parabolic
Yeah.
filming.
But I feel like with Tom Cruise, you know, there's an
Yeah.
undercurrent of he just wants to fucking die.
Yeah.
I just.
This is my
generally-
conspiracy
yeah.
theory, by the way. I'm not claiming any of this.
I
It's
legit-
true.
If any of us were actors, I would be so happy to just. Do you want to do this one? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm good.
I would be best friends with my stunt guy.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd do a lot of my own within reason. I'd
Yeah.
have a line. It'd be pretty far, but I'd have a line.
Yeah, like the issue is I feel like I could fall very well.
I'm doing all of my fight choreography. I want to learn that.
I'll do it, but I'll also be like, nah, they can do half of it.
Yeah.
No. Like I'm doing as much of it as possible.
Yeah, I would try and learn like fight choreography and stuff because I think that's like interesting to learn.
Yeah, I also think any film that uses an actor that does their own fight choreography absolutely benefits from it and
like,
how it looks.
That's sort of the Keanu Reeves like effect, I think.
Yeah.
Because he does a lot of his own choreography, right?
It allows you to be way more dynamic in your shooting.
And it works a lot with John Wick.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the Matrix, so John Wick is just my go-to example for Keanu Reeves.
Matrix is a little different because I think maybe less need for a stunt double in some of those sequences. It's a lot of wire work.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of visual effects.
Yeah.
I would fucking hate wire work.
I think that's where I would maybe draw the line and get the stunt double in. I
would probably have fun in wire work for like 5 minutes and then go, oh, this isn't fun anymore.
I'm not having straps go and no.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's just like I've done the climbing when they put on the harness. It's fun for 5
They're
minutes.
not comfortable.
Yeah.
Especially I don't know what it's like for a woman, but for a guy, it's
No, and like it's hours you do on those.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
I'm not standing there in between takes just like
bouncing like a baby.
Yeah, like a baby in one of the bouncing things. How fucking infantilizing.
Yeah. God, I was imagining like that fucking image of like the Spider-Man from like that fucking musical where he's just hanging.
I mean, musicals with wire work are just a disaster, really.
Who thought that Spider-Man? Oh, musical's a good idea. Jesus.
Nobody.
Marvel.
Oh. My God.
Oscars.
Why did we choose to just generally do this on the Oscars? Because I don't know what the fuck to bring up. Oh, okay, hold on. This was a question I meant to ask when we brought up Leo. So we all agree Revenant was kind of like a mid-movie, mainly a career one for him.
Yeah.
What film do you think he actually should have won Best Actor for?
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, that's a good movie.
I haven't seen the full movie. I've seen a lot of clips and stuff from it.
I've seen the full movie.
And for him, as such a young actor,
yes,
to fully...
I don't know if you know what his character's supposed to be in that.
No.
His character in that is like he's a mentally sort of like disabled sort of character, and he plays it so well that I've heard stories that because he was a young actor at the time and nobody knew, people actually thought he was mentally disabled after they saw the movie.
Oh.
Like, and he's very good at that.
Yeah.
And there's one scene in particular where like
his parent.
Yeah.
But I'm trying not to spoil.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big point in the movie, like
right.
in the end. But like, he plays that scene so fucking good that like you genuinely like feel for him, and like just every character in that scene really, and it's it is Oscar worthy.
Because what I'll say is, like, I don't like about what we consider Oscar bait. Any acting performance that features mental health struggles is seen as beautiful, best performance yet. I'm like
that's prime Oscar bait.
Yeah, but it's so exploitative. Because
Yeah,
that's just become the trend. I'm like, yes, I think it's good to tell these stories about, mental health and
but
like,
I also think there's a really
Mm.
annoying trend, and this goes for Best Actress and Best Actor. I don't know if it happens in Poor Things with Emma Stone.
I'll let you know.
But so for Best Actor, pretty much just yell the shit
Yes.
out of your lines.
Just scream.
Be high, just like
Yeah.
And for Best Actress,
Cry.
be emotional and cry.
Yeah, cry.
Pretty much.
Cry. Yeah.
Yep.
Have a good cry.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Because
100%.
woman.
No, I think the yelling thing is becoming more common in the female category as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is probably getting there.
Yeah, but it definitely was a trend in the last few years where it was, if a man has like this like emotional speech or is like, I care for you day and night and I am the one who provide, that's like
throw something against the wall. you know.
Adam
Actively
Driver style.
Yeah.
Actively spit out all
Aye.
your words. Every day I wake up.
And I hope you're dead. Adam Driver is a fantastic actor.
Oh yes.
No, he's the master.
Phenomenal
Yeah, like,
actor.
He is phenomenal.
but it also means he's like the archetype of that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. I love when I watched Girls, the HBO show. Shit, garbage.
Piece
But
of shit.
he's in it, and he's such an unlikable bastard that is so different from like his personality as he seems
Yeah.
and all his other roles. Like I think legit one of his lines that sometimes goes viral again is just him going, "Man, I fucking love pizza rolls."
Yeah,
I've seen that.
I'm like, you do, Adam.
Why are there like several scenes of Adam Driver just yelling about food?
Because he's like, just a
I'm
I
sad
don't know
as
how to
fuck.
describe his character in Girls. He's just kind of a slousy. Ugh.
Because I've also seen him yelling about soup.
I've seen him yell about nachos. I don't know.
Nachos is awesome.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact line, but he's like, "I'm sad and I'm about to eat nachos."
Because I've seen the
So
soup one,
visceral.
which I think there's two. I think there's two soup ones. There's That's Good Soup,
Yeah.
and then there's I've just had sex and now I'm eating soup.
That's it. It's I've just had sex and I'm about to eat nachos.
That's it. Yeah.
It's nachos.
Is it nachos?
Yeah, but
nachos,
good
yeah.
soup comes from him.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know.
good soup!
Good soup. There's just so many.
He's so angry about food. He's literally me, for real, for
Yeah.
real.
We need a category
Good
at
soup.
the Oscars. That's just the most memorable moment.
Yeah.
Just his text busting nachos.
Good, bad, doesn't matter. You remember it.
Yeah.
Was it a good call? No.
No.
That's a category if John Oliver hosted the fucking
Yeah.
Oscar.
Oh, because there's moments like you guys haven't seen the Barbie movie, I think.
No,
Not
I,
yet.
I
No.
keep meaning to. I'm really
Same.
sorry.
Yeah, no, there's a really good monologue in it that you might have heard bits and bobs of, where it's like, oh, women, you can't, be authoritative because then you're bossy. You
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
express your emotions because then you're on your period.
Yeah.
And I think like monologues like that should be able to get an award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there can be moments in films such as Barbie, which I think it's a good film. Best film, no. Best director, debatable. I think it's written well, but it has its moments and it has its
Yeah.
off times.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So I think it'd be very nice to have a moment where you just set like the Oscars for this sequence is really impressive. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm trying to think recent examples, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, we have this very long shot in the hallway. That's a fight scene.
Yeah.
Amazingly crafted.
Uh-huh.
So you just have things that are impressive.
The only needle drop in that movie that actually works.
Yes.
Yes.
I get what you mean. It's almost like a lifetime achievement award, like not really lifetime achievement, but just like a sort of specific award just for that, like
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I think and I think it should maybe be like various categories.
Yes, because
Yeah.
So,
I was
like-
actually thinking like
Yeah, let's lengthen the odds.
No, because like
I
I
agree,
think
I agree
like,
with your point, but
Yeah,
because you can't really put the Barbie monologue up against the Guardians scene,
Yeah.
because they're so entirely different.
yeah, and there's so many different moving parts.
Yeah, and so I think you have to have one where it's like best sequence and then best monologue,
yeah,
because sequence can mean
anything.
a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Because like the first thing that came to my mind, just like describing this, is like a sequence, and I think it's John Wick 4, where like with the whole like camera, like one shot, and he's got
Yeah.
like the shotgun and stuff.
Yeah,
He's climbing up
I was thinking of the
the stair scene.
no, it's 4 where they're in he's escaping the
In Osaka.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's that really long fight scene in like the trophy room.
Yes.
That is phenomenal.
It's either the fourth one or the third one you're thinking of.
No, it's definitely the 4th one.
Okay.
Yeah. Where like they're in the big room and it's because I know what thing you're thinking of, and that's
Yeah,
the end of 3.
yeah.
But no, this one's from part 4 where it's like
Okay.
and it's definitely in Osaka because he's
Yeah.
trying to escape.
Yeah.
And there's this really long sequence
That
where
is
he's
a good
just
sequence.
fighting guys off, and it's incredible because it's not one take, but you could believe
But it
it's one
feels
take.
so much. It flows
it's
so
like
well.
hidden cuts.
Yeah, like you can.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you know film as well as we do, you can probably look at it and go, okay, yeah,
Cut.
there.
Yeah.
I remember specifically because I watched the John Wick movies with my mom because she loves those movies, surprisingly.
Aw.
And like there were times where like my mum thought it was like just one take.
It's impressively well done. It's
and-
sort of like shooting 1917 the way it was
Yes.
shot. Yeah.
Yes.
But like there were parts where I was like, okay, I can see that's where the cut is. And,
Yeah.
like, there's an object that just moves over slightly.
Uh-huh.
And, like that's the cut right
That's
there.
Anytime you
Yeah.
can black the camera by moving something into frame, you can
Yes,
get a good
That's
cut.
the cut.
Yeah. But yeah, so for stuff like that, I think we need.
Yeah, because currently I think like sequences like you mentioned would just be in like stunt choreography.
Yeah.
And like no, I think we need to respect overhaul, the editors that did that work.
Uh-huh.
The camera work.
choreography, camera
Yeah.
operators, like that's a group effort.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that scene in 4 would have been grueling to shoot
Yeah.
Yes.
for the amount of stunt extras that were
Yeah.
needed for the guys Keanu Reeves is fighting, for Keanu Reeves himself, for the camera people to learn all the different
Yeah.
movements.
I just realized there's a lot in 4 as well because the nightclub scene as well.
4 is insane.
Yes.
4 is John Wick 4 is legitimately insane for some of the intensely long fight sequences
Yeah,
there are.
but none of them feel grueling.
No. Except the stairs.
The stairs is a bit. Well, you see-
When he gets to the top
yeah, but I mean that's
and
supposed
gets fucking kicked back down again.
but that's supposed to be
funny.
grueling.
I know, but Jesus Christ, it was already long. It's generally the one point of the film where I went, oh, come on.
Yes, I mean same, but again, they're definitely going for that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, have you seen the John Wick movies?
Oh.
Okay, so not
I
this.
mean, I get it, but
I hate to spoil this, but
That's fine, don't worry
in
about it.
4, it's near the end of the movie, which is about 2.5 hours.
Yes.
And he's pretty much fought his way through most of Paris by this point.
Yeah.
And he gets to a really,
I knew you were gonna say that.
really long staircase.
Yeah.
And he has to get his way up. He's
hit-
already
he's injured as well.
He's injured. He's beat the shit out of, and he needs to get up those stairs with like assassins coming after him
to fight in a duel,
to fight in a duel.
like a gun duel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it takes a solid 20 minutes for him to get up the stairs, and then he gets to the top,
he
and
gets
someone
kicked down.
kicks him back down, and you watch him fall all the way
Every-
back down.
Every step.
Yep.
Oh, poor guy.
And then at that point, it's like, what's his name?
Oh God.
He's blind. I the actor's name, I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue. He was in Rogue One.
That I know the guy.
Yeah.
But like he shows up and they're like, okay, I'm just gonna help.
Not Daniel Wu. James. No. Fuck.
He's getting a spin-off, I know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he shows up and like
Mhm.
he's basically at that point he's like, okay, I'm helping you get up because this is just ridiculous. And he's the guy he's fighting.
Yeah. Donnie Yen.
Ah.
That's the actor's name.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
pops up and is basically like, okay, I'm helping you here because come the fuck on.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Come on.
yeah.
But yeah, no, like it's weird because we're talking about how sort of irrelevant the Oscars are becoming, but we're talking about adding new categories to
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
To
think,
fix them.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to be televised. That's my biggest.
It doesn't need to
Uh,
Because that's what's adding to
Yeah.
be.
the whole, we think this is the most important. Like, no.
It's what incentivizes them to like only prioritize what they think is the most
Yeah,
Yeah.
important
exactly.
parts.
And like to do appreciate, I'm like, no. Either you do the full fucking
Uh-huh.
thing,
Yes.
or you don't do it.
Because
at
the
all.
thing is they like moved all that stuff to the pre-show. Initially, they said to make it shorter, but I think the runtime is still just
The
pretty
same.
much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that,
There's no point.
yeah,
It was just to blow out the stuff that they wanted to show.
yeah. Have you seen Al Pacino?
Dancing to I'm Just Ken.
No,
Or is this a different
introducing. Was it best? What was the film he?
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah, he's.
I haven't.
It's insane. He is. He just comes out and he's like, "I'm introducing this. The nominations for this." And he doesn't even do. He doesn't even say what films were nominated. He's
Oh.
just like, "So I'm doing the whatever award,"
Oh, yeah.
and then he just opens the envelope and is like,
You won.
Wow.
"You won." It's like,
Okay.
okay.
I saw that moment, and from what came out a few days after, like that was on the prompter. They probably were like, "Let's just get him over
Wow.
with." Yeah,
Because he just comes out like fucking Scarface energy.
yeah. it
Like
just-
coked up manic Al Pacino.
That sounds about right.
I feel like he should have walked up, rip open, Emma Stone.
Man,
I
that's
don't
like
know what category he did.
That's
I
like-
genuinely don't remember.
that's like the complete fucking opposite energy of like Michael J. Fox at the BAFTAs.
Mm.
Did you any of you either of
No.
you see that?
Nope.
Oh man, that was That was good shit.
Oh, I forgot the BAFTAs happened. I'll be honest.
They happened like a few weeks ago, but like
Yeah.
there was a big moment where like Michael J. Fox came out, like
Oh, nice.
and like actually like stood up and stuff, and like was at like the podium and like
Good on.
I don't know if he gave like a speech or if he actually like gave out the nominations and stuff and like presented the award, but it was a really like heartfelt moment.
Have you ever seen Michael J. Fox in like comedy stuff like recently?
I have a bit.
He
yeah.
is wickedly funny about his
Yeah.
own like
He's got
situation.
a great sense of
Uh-huh.
humor. I saw there was a clip on I think Curb Your Enthusiasm
Mm-hmm.
where like he's like I haven't seen Curb Your Enthusiasm. I don't really watch it that much. But I
Yeah.
did see that clip where he's like a neighbor of like the main guy, and like they were saying something. And he's just like, yeah, I'll try and turn down the noise then. Of like stepping around, and he's just deadpan, just staring at me.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking hate you. It's great.
But we've been recording for a while now, actually.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we wanna
We went off.
call it here. We did go
Yeah.
off, yeah.
These
Like-
are some of our opinions about Oscars and others.
And other things, yeah. General film stuff, I
Yeah.
guess.
We
But
love
that's what
talking
we do
about film.
best.
We do, yeah. It's our shit, man.
Hell yeah.
Should do these more often.
Yeah. Especially in the cozy setting.
Absolutely.
Do this more often on another show. Because we haven't talked about it much. We've talked about it twice, once, maybe.
Yeah, we haven't
months ago.
officially really said it.
Yeah.
have we?
No,
Come back for the next episode where a formal announcement.
oh, you're just making me announce it in the next episode. Okay.
On the
Yeah.
quiz one,
Shh, they don't know what's gonna happen.
they do now.
You can announce it.
So next week.
Don't do that.
No. A fortnight from now, in the next episode, is the last episode of Napcast. It's not as dramatic as it seems. We're not going away completely. We're just we're merging our podcast.
And the content
I didn't
isn't
know
really
the word I was looking for.
the content isn't really changing.
Yeah, no,
No,
nothing's really changed about the
content's gonna
content. We'll talk more about it in the next episode, but yeah, just word of warning.
Yeah.
Warning.
We're not going to be here on this channel.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
long.
don't come back here after next
Yeah,
episode.
subscribe
Yeah.
to Anime Lane.
Yes.
Yeah,
subscribe
That's
to
where
Anime
you'll
Lane.
find
Subscribe.
us. After
Yes. It'll probably be up on screen as
Yeah.
we're ending. It'll be in the description.
Go here, please.
Yes,
Please.
go find us there. It's called Anime Lane, but we're gonna be talking about other shit too, so don't
Yeah,
worry
yeah,
about it.
Title's
Cool.
a misnomer sometimes.
Sometimes. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.